Alright, what is up YouTube? We're back with another how to sound like video. This is actually a part 2 to my CUCO video that I made a few months back. A lot of y'all were asking to see how I did the vocal effects for that video. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how I made another CUCO style track, and I'm gonna be getting in depth with how I actually edited my vocals to sound like CUCO. So in these videos, I tell you to comment another artist, so if you want to see a specific artist, go down in the comments and do that. Alright, so CUCO actually came out with a new album recently called Para Mi. You know, I thought it was a decent album. I didn't think it was anything special, but it definitely had some cool tracks I liked. Best Friend. I also liked Taking Tabs, which was a good song. That music video was really cool. So let's just hop in to this Ableton tutorial. I'm not sure why I did that. Alright, so as you can see, I made just a little CUCO styled track. It's nothing too crazy, but let me just walk you through. You can do all of this with your Ableton. So I grabbed the funky organ, played a few chords in the A major scale. It sounds like this. And as you can see, the BPM's at 142, but I'm using halftime. So the BPM is technically at 76. So I paired this funky organ with this bright tines, and it kind of makes the organ feel a little bit electric and a little bit more unique. So if you are complaining about how many instruments you have and that you don't have Nexus or Omnisphere or those big plugins that people get for instruments, you can make your own instruments by using both audio effects and combining different instruments together. So as you can see, this funky organ paired with this bright tines kind of makes a more unique instrument. I do this a lot of times in my music because I don't have Nexus or Omnisphere, so I will use audio effects and EQ to make my own instruments. Alright, so the bass, I grabbed the electric bass drive, as you know, my favorite bass there is, and it's just playing this kind of lively, you know, bass riff thing in the chorus. And then I have this really light melody going on. You can't even really hear it with the other instruments, but it really adds more character to the track. And then my drums are really simple. I have some hats. Originally they sounded like this, but I wanted to give them more of a gritty feel because CUCO likes that with a lot of his hi-hats. So I threw on erosion, took a little bit of those highs off right here too. Now my snare is kind of cool. I am using two different snares. I have one more towards the right of your ear and one more towards the left of your ear, and that's going to give a cool sound to your snares. Kind of adds more space to the snares, so that's a good way to spice up your snares if you like. And then the kick is just a Lex Luger kick that I have, and I like the atmosphere that it has with that little tail on the end. But I'm actually going to add a little bit of reverb through my return track right here, which I'm just having some Valhalla. And then, I don't know why I threw this EQ in, let's delete that. So let's listen to the chorus with all these instruments, and then I will record some quick vocals and we can talk about how I mixed those vocals. Got it, girl, she's gonna come through. Don't ask her why she's being in the mood. Alright guys, so here is our vocals. So what I actually did was I duplicated the track, and I have one vocals on the left ear, 37 to the left, and one on the right ear, 36 to the right. So I do the same thing in my How to Sound Like Oliver Tree video. I explain how I did that effect, but this effect is different because the Oliver Tree effect sounds completely different because you are recording 2 different times. This is taking the same audio. So basically what I did, let's say I have this track, let's take off that utility so it's just right in the middle. So let's say we have, you know, it sounds decent. If you want to learn how to mix your vocals, I highly suggest you watch my How to Mix Your Vocals video. I explain how I made this little template right here, but it doesn't sound bad, you know? Sounds full, fills the ears up nice. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to move this 37 to the left. So now you're thinking, okay, what about the right? So hold down Control, drag it down. Now we have the left and right. But it kind of just sounds the same as it was when it was right down the middle. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn your grid off. You're going to want to zoom in. You're going to want to move one a little bit to the left. And you're going to want to move one little bit to the right. And the reason you move both of them and not just one is because if we just move this one, the vocals would sound a little quick, but by moving this one equally to the right, it keeps the vocals equally on time. So now, when you listen to the vocals, she's gonna come through. So that sounded really wide. So if you want to bring it a little bit more to the center, you can move the vocals a little bit closer to where they were. She's gonna come through. And you can just keep doing this until you find a nice length where you want to move your vocals. And this is all up to you. This is where your creative decisions are coming in play. So basically all I did to get that CUCO effect was do that. And I also threw on just a little bit of chorus just to top everything off. Let's try to actually throw on a little bit of gotta go, she's gonna come. Okay, I like that. So basically what I did is I just threw this chorus and this flanger to add more character and waviness to the overall vocals. The biggest player in how to get CUCO is separating your vocals and splitting them however much you want. So let's just give a listen to this intro. Gotta go, she's gonna come through. Don't ask her why she's been in the mood. So that sounds pretty CUCO if you ask me. But if you want to get even more CUCO, I would take a little bit of your highs out in your vocals. So now let's listen to the vocals. Gotta go, she's gonna come through. Don't ask her why she's been in the mood. I can see she's not trying to follow rules. Now I'm asking too much and I'm being kinda rude. Gotta go, she's gonna come through. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick how to sound like CUCO video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Comment down below what you want the next artist to be. Go watch part 1 if you haven't seen part 1. I get more in depth on how to make the beat. So yeah. Peace. You say it's not that much for me. I said, baby, talk for yourself. Gotta go, she's gonna come through. Don't ask her why she's been in the mood. I can see she's not trying to follow rules. Now I'm asking too much and I'm being kinda